we're in our 30s, y'all. If you haven't already been pretty consistent with your skincare up to this point, now is the time. A couple of weeks ago, I decided to start researching some other skincare routines for people with Malassezia. If you don't know what Malassezia is, it is basically just fungal acne, overgrown yeast, so yeast on your face. It can make it difficult to wear certain skincare products or certain makeup. No, my dress is white, don't step on it, good morning. So I went on TikTok, which you guys know I only use for research purposes. I'm not really an avid TikTok user. I started researching products for Malassezia, for milia, which I have under my eyes, for dark circles, and I inputted all the conditions that I have, my lifestyle, because I do wear makeup every day, which is what we're doing right now, and everything else that I felt like ChatGPT needed to know about me, and he created an entire skincare routine. So this week, we're gonna kick it off with Resurrection Sunday dinner, and I'm going to take you through my morning, night routine, my lazy day routine. I have a no makeup routine, because I really think that that's kind of also what kicked it off, was the fact that my skin was so dull that when I was trying to do a no makeup look, it just was not looking the way that I wanted it to. Your skincare really is what makes the makeup. Great skincare is going to hold your makeup better. Your makeup is just gonna look more flawless. And I just didn't feel like that was the case. This week you'll be going along with me as we use all of my products, which I've been using over the course of the last month. And I do feel like I've seen huge changes in my skin since then. I'll show you guys products in a little bit, but I wanted to at least give you an intro. My name is Sloan the Beast. I am a chaos coach for really ambitious, pretty busy women that are on their road to work-life balance. I help you create that work-life balance or work-life imbalance, like I like to call it, without putting yourself on the back burner. Amazing, amazing. That is a under eye gel. Now it is just so good. I just use the Purito O-In calming gel. This buster I'm gonna use forever, and then this is the SPF that I've been using, and I love it. All of these products are really great for my face. I live in Florida, so I have combination skin. The weather is unpredictable, and that of course doesn't really help when it comes to my skincare. But let me go ahead and finish this. Kids are still waking up. We're having a slower, rougher start to the morning, and yeah. After a rough morning, we actually are just gonna watch the service online. I have changed for the time being, just something a little bit more comfortable, and we're gonna cook, host everyone, and we will try again next week, I guess.
My phone wanted that one. I love it.
Tonight I have a podcast episode that I'm going to be on, and it's supposed to be like a boozy kind of theme, but I don't drink. First things first, I'm going to do my makeup because that's what's going to take me the most time. I also got another... So here's a problem that I'm having. I want to wear these pajamas for tonight's, podcast. So I want to wear these pajamas for tonight's podcast. They're like cute and glittery and stuff. The problem is that my house is freezing like all of the time. So this is the fit. socks, right? Like all the things, very cute, but I'm freezing. Okay. And I will leave the recipe that I'm using in the description box down below. But this is supposed to be a guava coconut milk drink. Hello? Okay, so you got this. The food is different, so they come in tomorrow. That was disgusting. We're going to make a blue raspberry orange fizz. It's now the moment of truth. It's fine. I think what I'm not liking is the ritual rum. I think that's what it is that I don't like. We have finished today's podcast episode. Again, there's a total of 3 this week, so I'm trying not to burn myself out. I ended up going with a totally different mojito. I know we tried 3 tonight. I'm very happy with the one that we decided to go with. I think it was delicious. So I'll give you well, I'm sending it to my newsletter right now. So if you're not on the Beast, definitely get it on my email newsletters. They are poppin'. They're so good. Now I have to get dinner going. It's about 8:30, so it's pretty early for us still. And then I have still some work to do, so I'm going to try and get through that. But let's go have some dinner. I'm also going to change out of this and probably into some sweats because this was cute. It was a vibe, but I'm freezing. If you're wondering why I do that, it's so that I don't mess up my hair or my makeup because both are very delicate. Hours later, and we're still here. We gotta do it. We have one place booked out of a 9-day trip. Wish us luck. It is the end of the day, so it's time for our evening skincare routine. I start with this La Roche-Posay makeup remover. If I'm being totally honest, I just use it to remove my eye makeup, which is eyeliner and mascara. I'm going to follow it with my Round Lab cleanser, which you've seen me use before. Rice Ceramide. We're gonna follow that with the Tobacco eye gel. This is just a light product that I can use for under my eyes, which just makes my eyes more awake, has really helped with my wrinkles and things like that. And then we are going to follow it up with this calming gel. Almost forgot my toner. I have been toning religiously. Tonight we are going to be using this Medicube collagen mask, which I actually really like. I do notice a huge difference in the morning when I wake up. We're gonna do 10 minutes of red light therapy while we do some reading. Don't worry about not being attractive in this thing. Who cares? The point is to reap the benefits. So tonight is a retinol glow night. This is my skin after toner, and so today we are using this Anua. It's actually really hydrating, and I really love on the days that I use this kind of doing a no makeup look, because it just feels so good on the skin. You'll notice also a lot of these products are Korean products. I just find that they're a lot cleaner, and I picked pretty much all of these up on Amazon. We'll let that dry, and we'll go into our no makeup. This is what the skin looks like after everything is said and done. A lot of these products you'll find are really calming. I especially wake up with a really puffy face, a lot of irritation almost, and last night especially, like I had a really hard time sleeping. So these products are great into just like calming my face down, bringing that swellness down. It is now day one of our routine. So it is a 4-day cycle, so we're right back to day one. I don't know if I mentioned this, but I do wear makeup often. Today, hydration and barrier focus is going to be really, really important. I have a podcast interview, or podcast / YouTube interview that I'm going to be at, and I really want to make sure that my face is ready to go. The Tower 28. And I will have all of the benefits to these products, because I just realized I haven't been talking about that, but I'll have all the benefits to the products in the description box, or in over here somewhere, so you can check that out. I'm gonna let that dry. I haven't talked about this lip mask. This is the Laneige, I don't know, dupe. So this is the Laneige one, and this is the Trader Joe's one. In terms of consistency, they're pretty similar. Today I could use toner or mugwort essence. I think I'm going to use the mugwort essence because I want that extra hydration. Having like moisturizer is on. What is on the agenda today? The kids are going to their homeschool class. I have a podcast episode that is going to be in person. And then I have a 4 o'clock client meeting. And then from there, we have church this evening. We're going to be trying out a different youth group church, so we'll see how that goes. And that'll round us out to the end of the day. First attended that retreat, I was very apprehensive, very skeptical. I was like, I don't know about all these girls. And my husband, literally, as I'm getting on the plane, he's like, be nice to your friends. We need to find hiking shoes. I just finished my red light therapy for tonight. It's a pretty basic, honestly, skincare night, night 1 of our cycle. It's just going to be a serum, eye gel, and moisturizer tonight. And then tomorrow will be exfoliation night, and that will round us out. I am just going to get my skincare done for tonight, and I will see you in the morning. So I wanted to show you today what my no makeup really easy, like 5-10 minute routine is. I'm starting the day off with this Advanced Snail Hydro Patch. I've really been loving them because I woke up this morning like really poofy, really tired. I have a couple of meetings today, and so this is what we're looking like. You just kind of leave them on until they dry, which is about 15-20 minutes. These are pretty much ready to go at this point, like you can tell. So I'm just gonna peel these off, and it leaves that nice little glow there. And then we're gonna go through our normal skincare, and I'll walk you through what my very simple, very basic makeup is. If you're on my Beast newsletter, you get all of the exclusive first glances at launches, you get specialty pricing, you get special promos. And so this week I have launched something very, very special that's not going to be going public for a couple of more weeks to my private community on the Beast newsletter. I will leave the details down below so you can join if you want to. So I'm going to be doing my calls with a more beachy kind of vibe. That way, you know, I want them to be able to envision themselves in what it is we're going to be doing, what they're going to be joining. I want to set the ambiance by doing that, but also, you know, look really glowy, and that's what we're going to be doing. So in order to get that no makeup look to really pop, you need to have your skincare on lock. I've also really been loving this Lumify brightening eye drops. I need to get more, but I've been loving these eye drops in the morning, especially if I have calls or if I'm recording. They just open up your eyes, they brighten up your eyes so much more, and I've really been loving using this as a part of my morning routine. I first heard about this from Alexis Eldridge. I will leave her information in her channel down below. She said that she uses this right before filming, and it just makes her eyes look brighter. It gives you that kind of like anime kind of glisten, you know? To get that glowy look, you need your makeup and your skin to just be already hydrated. So this is why skincare is so important, because we're really not doing a lot. We are really not. This is gonna dry and I'll come back. Okay, so this is the end product of the skin. Super duper glowy. Now let's get to the makeup part. If you have hyperpigmentation, like I definitely do, especially under my eyes, they're not as bad anymore because I've been doing red light therapy and just all of the treatments that you can see I've been doing throughout this skincare video. But I like to start with a color corrector. This one is just by Black Radiance. With the color corrector, you don't want to get carried away. Notice how I really didn't use a lot, just enough to cover my under eye. And now here is the game-changing part, okay? You need to let it dry. 2 to 3 minutes, just enough for it to become kind of tacky. And then I'll go in with a brush and I will really pat that in, and then we'll move on to our next step. Now this has dried, so let's go ahead and just pat that out, or pat it in, excuse me. You want this to be very concentrated in that area. You don't need to spread this everywhere, okay? And I honestly could have even gotten away with less color corrector, but your girl is tired today. There's 2 options that I love to use when it comes to my no makeup days. This is the Too Faced Born This Way Multi-Use Sculpting Concealer, and then I have the Fenty Beauty We're Even 685W, so warm in this one. And this is a shade lighter than my recommended shade, again just for that brightening effect. So depending on the day, I may use this one, but I mostly use the Too Faced Born This Way. And we're going to set it with the Huda Beauty, oh my gosh, I'm already know, Huda Beauty Cherry Blossom Cake powder. I think I'll go to the grave with this one. Like, it is so stinking good. Also, look at my eyes. Look at how bright my eyes look. Back to Dominican Republic, so I'll probably need to restock on this because this is going to be the makeup that I'm going to use the most frequently. It's like literally my skin color, which is what I like. My under eyes tend to crease a lot, so to combat that, I have been using products that are really hydrating, using products that are Amelia safe, like the gels instead of the cream under my eyes. I've been doing red light treatment, right? All of these things help with under eye bags and under eye creasing and making sure that you're getting hydration back into that really, really thin area, but also using products like this, the Huda Beauty under eye, and you'll see what I mean, is just top notch. Like, my under eyes look so good. They don't crease. It just looks so flawless. This part is totally optional. I just do some light contour on my nose. And I do just like to use my fingers for a more diffused look. Another really important step you don't want to skip. I just love big fluffy brows. I love this Gotta Be Glue 2-in-1 Brow and Edge Gel. I don't typically use it for edges. I have maybe once or twice, but I don't normally. I love them for my brows though, because these suckers stay in place so well. And it's got to be like, this is what you used in middle school when you wanted that wet, curly, aka jacked up curls look. Brows ain't going nowhere. When it comes to this no makeup look, is to use a concealer brush. So this is actually the 242 by Real Techniques. This is beautiful. Again, pat that in. And I want to get close because when people are like, we're patting, I'm like, how far down are you taking it? I do like to take it into my eyelids, and that's what that looks like. What a difference. We're just gonna pat this in. I'll let that sit for a second, and we're gonna go on to the part that really makes the most difference. Like, all of it makes a difference, but this part makes the most difference. So this is Love by Rare Beauty. Like, on TikTok, everyone was like, oh, dot it. You don't want to do that. Okay, with this, you don't want to do it because it's gonna create circles. So what I do instead is I swipe and I swipe. So I swipe like that, and I know it's gonna look crazy. I know it does. Just trust the process. And this is literally all you do for like the next 10 minutes. I'm just gonna kind of buffing. perfect, but here we are. Pretty that is. And now for the eyes. Again, most of these steps are absolutely optional. This is what I like to do to just give my eyes more depth. Eyeliner is on, and this is pretty much the finished look. I'll put some powder on just to reduce the shine, especially on my forehead, but this is the finished look. That step is also optional. This is just a brown kind of shade. It is in the color Nutmeg by NYX, and it just opens up the eyes a little bit more so you look more awake and kind of like I woke up this morning. This is what it looks like after mascara. Let me grab my lippy and you'll see the final look. Pillow Talk in medium. It is just the most beautiful mauve. When paired with the lip liner, it gives you that like 90s kind of look. See, it's like a spring fresh look. It's pretty much the finished look. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed this video and that it's helpful for you as you just go on your journey of replenishing your skin as a woman in your 30s, getting to know what your skin likes, getting to know what it doesn't like, and experimenting with products that feel good for you, that are clean, that are going to make you feel the most confident as you show up to do whatever your purpose work may be. This video, I will see you in the next one. Be sure to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Join the Beast newsletter if you want more information on how to work with me, our capacity, all of the exciting things that I share regarding content, regarding motherhood, regarding travel, regarding tips for CEOs that are in the thick of this work-life balance. And I will see you in the next one. Sweet nightmares, Beast fam.